What is their energy towards you? What is their energy towards you? We have the King of Swords reversed and the King of Wands upright. You're their weakness. This is someone who is in a lot of power, whether they actually hold a lot of power or they just like have a big ego. They're career focused. They feel like they've got that done, like they've got it handled. They feel like they're on their game. And you're their weakness. You make them feel off of their game. It upsets them. It hurts them, and it makes them angry and jealous and envious and sad. We have the Three of Swords. It hurts them. They played a lot of mind games with you. Carelessness. Because of their own negative mindset about themselves. You bring out a vulnerability in them. Five of Swords. Vulnerability. This person's really used to people just believing whatever they say. They don't believe that you would. It makes them have to actually do better. Nine of Cups. It's interesting. They push you away. Very unbothered, some of them. Just no passion towards you, but we're getting a different story. It's like they don't feel good about themselves. Here we are, Nine of Cups, wish come true, contentment, fulfillment. But they can't get past themselves. They can't get over themselves. So what's the choice? Their choice is to keep back their energy, because while they go through that and while they are developing that self-love for themselves, but while they're doing that, they can't put you in the balance of it all. They can't have you wait on them. They look at you like you're up here, and we're not talking about like ranking in life, we're talking about energy-wise. They feel like you're Empress, you're High Priestess, you're up High Priestess. That inner knowing, that vulnerability, you bring out all their emotions. And they are aware enough to know that they are Page energy. Like, I don't have enough to offer you yet. I'm not the person that I know that you would require me to be yet. They know that the things that you bring out in them are things that would make them more of the Emperor. But while they're doing that transition of becoming that kind of energy to match yours, they know it's going to be ups and downs. And they don't want to drag you along for the ride of that. Because that's not what an Emperor would do. Bring you along in my inner turmoil, my fears. Allow me to project that back onto you. Well, I'm getting into realignment here. You can't be here for this. I'm going to come to you as an Emperor. It's like the things that you are, that they've always known you to be. In many ways, they used to resent it. You know, we come back to that whole weakness thing. Like, it was a weakness for you to have all of these big emotions and be able to express them and understand people and have empathy. Like, they looked at that like it was a weakness, but it was your strength. They resented that you could do it without a mask, that you could do it without lying, that you could do it without trying to deceive someone else. Like, that was real vulnerability. That was a lot of vulnerability. That scared the shit out of them. It doesn't really scare them anymore. Innocence. You are encouraged to reconnect with your inner child in order to become more spontaneous and playful and consider what life has to offer with greater sense of wonder. Take some time this week to get in touch with that innocence and vulnerability in you. That innocence of you. Your essence. Maybe I need to adapt to that. You shouldn't just not have these big feelings or emotions, but I need to be able to adapt. Symbol of light and change. It is reminding you to bring a bit more lightness and joy into your life in order to bring about the changes needed to reach your full potential. Approach it lightly. Lightly, but keep going with that endurance. Whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith will be paying off. Know that no matter the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing and in the form that's best for you. So what are their real inner desires? They hold a lot of pride. Their pride is their downfall. Their pride is their downfall. Self-growth, soul-finding. Their pride's kept them at a distance from you. It caused them to block off their feelings and emotions, just dead fish, just nothing. Nothing. Manifesting this actual, like, you're the good time that they didn't see was a good time. I'm kidding. Like, you're the kind of good time that I would enjoy now. Reading books, reading our own separate books, like on the couch. And okay, interesting download. Reading our separate books on the couch, and once in a while asking like what's going on, just so you can hear the other person read from the book, just because it's comforting. One day, someday, somewhere, another time. That's what the endurance is. That's what keeps pushing them forward. Literally, that intimacy. Maybe it doesn't have to be exactly that. Maybe books aren't your thing, but you know what I mean? Like, there's something about that intimacy of just feeling safer when you hear their voice. When they get excited about something, even like when they're angry, it's still comforting. The sound of your voice is still comforting, even if you're yelling at me. There's definitely some realizations about peer pressure, influences getting in the way of this connection. Realizing that awakening, that their immaturity, it wasn't about being immature, it was about playing with your inner child. Like, they looked at you as immature, but you were just in touch with your inner child. And they couldn't get in touch with theirs. So they walked away because they didn't understand the difference between the two. Your innocence and joy and pure laughter and fun, like, that's what made life worth living. Damn.